Hello, welcome back to Genshin Impact and exploring more of Sumeru. Let's see. What was I even doing last? I could go back to the Dream Nursery. Let's go back to this, the main quest. Oh, not settings. Time. There goes the moon. And here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Okay. All the way back over here.
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Aww.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
No, torture.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
And she should. Maybe.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Probably the face.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Whoa, don't beat us anymore. Jeez, Candace.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity.
Hey, Anastasia. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty good. How's your day going?
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Candace is very angry.
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Where am I from? Like the middle of the U.S.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
Nice, nice.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
No, I play a variety of games. Over Halloween week, I was playing Destiny 2 a bit, though I think I've played as much as I can without having to buy more stuff in that. Play Pokemon on Thursdays. Yeah, I did. I used the Vroid system to make it, but yeah, I made it myself. And thanks, I appreciate that. Play Pokemon Silver on Thursdays. Play Animal Crossing usually on Saturdays, but for Halloween, I did a Halloween event. So, yesterday. What other games? I plan on playing more games. But like the new Pokemon game that's gonna come out, I'll play that when that happens. I just got Cult of the Lamb. I haven't started it yet, but so that's in the lineup somewhere.
Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Do you play Genshin at all? Favorite character or anything like that? Love to hear that stuff. I'm very casual with Genshin, though. I don't do a lot of crazy builds or anything, because I'm just playing more for the story.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
A mystery man, he says.
I'm not sure.
That's
So useful.
one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
God, Sino, you're so dramatic.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything.
Hey,
It was all
Lucifer.
him.
How's it going? Popping in on my stream. Is Gale still streaming?
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Oh my gosh. Such whiner babies. I'm doing okay. She is. She's still streaming Genshin, or is she playing something else? I thought she didn't even want to play Genshin today.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Domains. Ah.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
What the?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Akedamia. Some time ago, people from the Akedamia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Akedamia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Correcto mundo.
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Akedamia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Akedamia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Track them down we must.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready. Let's get some food.
I'll hate them.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
He's ignoring you, Paimon.
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
This quest is nice and boring. There is a lot of talking, yeah.
Paimon's so mad. Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname.
Do it, Paimon.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Pumpkapoo.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
Paimon, you don't believe a lot of people.
To be honest, we aren't really a team. so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Of course not.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go talk to her. Knock on the door.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
From behind a door.
Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
Yeah, probably Friday or Saturday. Probably on, well, my Saturday. Well, it'll be their Saturday too, if I get up early enough. Yeah, probably Saturday.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this.
Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
And Lucifer, it depends on, like, everyone else. If we can't get enough people, then, you know, then it can't happen. But hopefully we can get as many people as we can. Because, like, this last weekend, we weren't able to... It didn't sound like Haley was going to be able to do it, and Panda was still in the hospital. So, yeah, I don't think it was going to happen this last Saturday. And, like, Halloween was happening, and everyone was busy.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you.
Okay, thanks, Lucifer. That helps out.
My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Them told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Secrets.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
Well, that sounds like the culprit.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Hey, Seely. Come here, Seely. Where do you need to go?
Sounds good to me.
Into the wind. Tip. The clouds high. The birds call.
Lightning slash!
Where'd the other guy go?
Oh, is this the place? Oh, it's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
The wind knows me.
Punishment! Judgment!
One with nature.
Monsters! Watch out!
I'm surprised they're in a spot where...
The wind knows me.
Hey, Yuffie, how's it going? Oh,
As one with wind and cloud.
No one escapes my sight! Thunderclap! Ha!
oh, that's a big boy.
You can't run! Shiver!
It's going pretty good. I'm just enjoying the storyline part of this quest. A lot of talking, though.
Judgment!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
I mean, the story part has a lot of talking.
Yeah! Punishment!
Ow.
No escape! Take this! Bellowing thunder!
One with nature.
Lightning flash! Judgment!
How was your stream? How did that go? I know you were streaming on mobile, Yuffie. Ouch. Hey, get out of the tree. Kept on crashing? Oh, that sucks.
Easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that.
Oh, that is very short. 20 or 30 minutes. Al-Haytham, yes.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Al-Haytham always looks super serious.
This is the one.
Lucifer's dead over here because he doesn't like this quest. Dual blade.
Let's go in and take a look.
You hate all quests. You just want to fight.
Hey, I'll hate them. We haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn.
More waiting.
Until then.
Until then, what, Al-Haytham? You can't just leave me hanging like that.
I'm taking a break.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, he sits down.
You hate Paimon.
Book to
I
read?
love Paimon.
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
She's so sassy. I love it.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading.
She does talk a lot. Sometimes it's less than other times, depending on like the quest. But
how is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Spread your wings and become
What
learned.
is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies. Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon? Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere.
And you better remember that, Paimon.
Thank you.
Yeah, she has been doing a lot more talking in like the new quests instead of like fun one-liners like in Inazuma.
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
That direction. We shall see.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
That is some creepy, scary crying.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Just lift up the thing.
Something is off about the interior here.
Yeah, duh. Walls of sand?
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Explore. Why did it take me back outside?
The wind knows me.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Darn mushes.
Lightning flash.
You can't run!
Hi, thanks for the follow, Fion Komiko. Appreciate it. Oh, here from the tweet? Okay. Yeah. Thanks for dropping by.
The wind knows it. Time to go.
I'll have to check and make sure I'm following you. Because I always like to return raids. When I can. Though some people's schedules don't allow for it, so that's always sad. Or I should say my schedule and other people's schedules just lining up. Okay, where's the last one? Boop bop bop. How's your day going, by the way, Fion? Or Komiko? I don't know. What do you want to go by? It's a very long name. Tomato. My cat is meowing very loudly. Oh, it's up there. Bop, bop, bop.
Into the wind.
You can't run!
And down we go. What's this? I need a key. And I do not have the key. Survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings are under watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable by weathering. Quite unfortunate. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain a good mood. Mint bean soup, salad, whatever. Remaining sections are blank. In case of an emergency, contact a physician on duty immediately. Seems to be darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. Bop, bop, bop. Oh.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait,
Al-Haytham.
you're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
Him. Al-Haytham knows him.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Akedamia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No, and that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
There's a small secret just to the left of the hospital entrance when you exit. Thanks! I'll look for it. Thanks, Mortimer. Mortimer?
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh?
Look for a hole.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Port Ormos.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, did he touch a thing?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Akedamia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
The rationale?
First, the Akedamia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Akedamia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Akedamia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers.
Scapegoat.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Wild Sandile has appeared.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King, and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Akedamia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Akedamia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
What?
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Sandile escaped.
With the technology of the Sumeru Akedamia, it's entirely possible.
That's some messed up stuff.
Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Akedamia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god. That
the
punk.
Look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Akedamia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly extracting
I cut him off.
information
Oops.
from people as if they were lifeless objects. If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Akedamia may as well shut its doors.
Agreed.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Akedamia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
You betcha.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Alhaitham is a realist. Very calculating.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want Alhaitham for sure. Turn up tonight?
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Akedamia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Oh, Lesser Lord Radish.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out.
You have to touch the grass.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Wow, that self-confidence. Jeez.
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Hearing to touch grass in one of these quests.
We'll work out our
It's
next
never
step
not
after
funny.
we return to Aru village.
It's like her theme. Touching the grass. Ancient key. Nice. Did I look at this one? Walk out of the hospital and turn left. Yeah, that's what the ancient key's for, is that little desk or dresser. Did I walk by it? No, I didn't. It's up at the top. Unlock. Confirm. The shelves are full of thin books. You browse through them and find that they seem to be hospital documents, such as medical records or financial statements. You shut the door in disappointment. Oh, a lot to read. Patient name, Abbas. Gender, male. Occupation, farmer. Basic status at admission. Scabby skin at limbs, extremities, multiple ulcers on the back, chest, and other bodily surfaces. Weakness of limbs and poor mobility observed. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amodi. Week 1 of hospitalization, new scabs at limb, extremities, and enlarged ulcers. I think this is Elazar. The left arm seems unusable and is in pain. It just looks like it goes on and on like that. We'll go to the last one. We have started to manage to keep the scabs on the body surface under control, and the new limb's function has been restored. The patient is experiencing chronic coughing and is prone to fainting. Mental faculties are coherent and in a good state. Sleep quality and appetite are decent. Doctor in charge, blank. Okay. Or blacked out. Oh, there's more. After 20 weeks of treatment, specimen 4's new skin and new leaf arm, or left arm, have recovered well. No changes in appetite or sleep. Mental state fluctuates beyond the normal range. There have been multiple attempts to leave the care area. God's voice guides me is cited as motivation, and the specimen is believed to have delusional tendencies. Additionally, the God's voice described in the confession is possibly related to the resonant quake phenomenon present in the internal topographic structure of the dunes. This should be investigated to rule out ungovernable input interference. Increased supervision. Control the elemental content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. This is potential for weaponization. Discussions of research on blank have to be increased further. I might be able to reach the level of a god, or so people might call it. Oh, this ground? I got the Dendro thing already. Elemental Sight. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yes, I can break it. I have to switch characters then. Unless I don't think Kazuha can.
One with nature.
Oh, he can. Nice. Did I die? Kazuha died from the fall. I should have used a bomb.
Reporting.
Or claymores.
Hey, go Baron buddy.
I don't has Klee. I do have no owl. Ah, what hit me?
Take this. Judgment.
Oh.
Bellowing thunder. Like
Whoa.
not so hard. Let it rain. Light out. Yeah. Take this.
I'm a little kneecapped at the moment.
Shiver. You can't run.
The wind knows me.
Judgment. Thunderclap.
Ah, thanks for the alert, Tinny Lamb. Appreciate it. And welcome, welcome. Ow.
one with wind and cloud.
No one escapes my sights.
Okay, okay, okay.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Da-da-dum-dum.
I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me. Ha! Ha!
You can't run! Yeah.
One with nature.
Shiver! Yeah! Yeah!
Epic music. Okay, what's down the... Whoa, hello, Scorpion.
Lightning flash!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Let it rain. I'll race you there.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
You can't run! Punishment!
Ow.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Aw, what's with this guy? He's dead? That's unfortunate. Oh, and there's another one too. Oh, is there any... Nah. To the other path.
One with nature.
Shiver! Take this! No escape!
Brings us.
Hey! Get him!
The wind knows me. Falling leaves. Adorn my night!
Lightning flash! Bellowing thunder!
Time to go. Into the wind.
Okay, I want to see what's down here first. Ba ba ba.
One with nature.
Judgment! Punishment! Take this!
Hey, yo. My model's drifting on me, and I don't know why.
Into the wind.
Can't have that.
A reward on the road.
Okay, back up. Come on, Scorpion.
Lightning flash!
They provide so much meat. Hey, you opened it up. Oh, what's going on with my model? Back up. Oh, combat.
One with nature.
A farming tool in a wasteland is quite a surprise. Other than serious erosion, the handle of the hoe is in the mud. It seems unusable. That didn't really get me very high. Okay, I'm gonna recalibrate my model because it's bugging me. Ba ba ba. Hopefully that fixed it. Part of it could be positioning, though. Still so much to explore.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Take this!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Wow, just getting ganged up on. Scorpions everywhere.
You are not welcome here.
That's rude.
Let it rain!
The wind knows me.
Ow.
As one with wind and cloud.
Wing thunder!
Thanks for your stuff, guys. I'll take that and just go on my merry way in the desert. No, my model's still having a little bit of issues here. Oh, what the heck? What the hey? What the bejeez? No, I'll just teleport there. Well, I'm pretty close already.
One with nature.
A wild Sharpedo. Sharpedos are pretty cool. That doesn't really send me up high enough. Oh well. Back in town. Back inside.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Desperate.
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Tell everyone what we saw at the hospital.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the Akedamia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village. Almost as if they knew we were...
Oh, sorry, Sino.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Duh.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Akedamia.
Oh, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's one of us, but definitely someone in the village. The kid.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
Hey, Mortimer, thanks for the follow. Welcome back. No, completely understandable. I get it.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
Hate the long waits for a patch. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, I'll hate them, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra?
The 50-50 you're about due? Hopefully, hopefully. Good luck, good luck.
As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action
Ooh, the
against
last
someone,
two?
you are
Ouch.
required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details.
Gotta get the pity pull.
Simply put, the Akedamia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
Oh yeah, 200 wishes? Yeah. Yeah, you got her for sure.
The Akedamia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Akedamia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Akedamia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
Everything.
You're saying that the Akedamia entered my information into the Akasha too?
Why wouldn't they?
But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Akedamia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Akedamia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Ooh.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Akedamia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
And Dehya leaves the room?
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
That's sus.
Let's go, guys! After him! Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Oh god.
Yay!
Have to be
let's
responsible.
go! Remember to pack some food with you. Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Welcome to Naval Impact. Sincerely, Dehya and Candace. Hey. It's good. It's all good, though. They live in a very hot area. Though, to be fair, like, in most hot areas, you actually cover up to contain moisture. I don't know. Follow Sino. Okay, my model is bothering me. Before it was just Kokomi. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I think that's better. Well, I don't know. What the heck is it doing looking up like that? Ah.
The wind knows me. Into the wind. One with nature.
Kazuha makes getting around so much easier.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that
Saw you
because
and
you
Yelan.
play there a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here.
Yeah, Mona being pretty good at getting around. Yeah, I can see that.
What's this?
Because she does a little dive into the ground.
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
She sprints on water? I didn't know that. I don't have Mona, so I didn't know.
Okay,
But that's cool as heck.
so we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
With some effort.
These
Due
are
to her
likely
freeze.
fragments of an Akedamia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Ayaka, another person I tried to get and could not. At least not yet.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
Yeah, I'm free to play.
How did it end up
So
buried
I
in
don't
the
get
sand?
a lot of
That
pulls.
can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
Yeah, and since I don't play every day either and do all the dailies, I get way less than that.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand,
Yes, Lucifer, free to play. I'm free to play Genshin.
I believe the attack must have happened prior to
No
the
whales
sandstorm.
here.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
So much number stats going on.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is.
Day 1 player? Oh, jeez. What's a great
Voices
achievement?
over there. It sounds like an argument.
Argumentative.
You have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dehya's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting.
Wild Scrafty.
Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dehya.
Dehya? Why would you?
We're not getting the full context yet, Isak. Chill out. Dia's good.
Dehya!
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
Blowing her cover.
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
No kidding.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Bum bum bum.
Wait, what's going on, Dehya? Whose side are you on here?
Ours, obviously.
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Okay, my model's really bothering me. I'm gonna do something about it real quick. Ba ba ba. Okay, hopefully it's fixed now.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
It's a little zealot.
Even if it'll expose you to the Akedamia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Akedamia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Sumeru.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Akedamia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Akedamia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Akedamia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say?
Wow. Says the pawn.
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Akedamia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Akedamia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me.
I mean, what Al-Haytham's doing is, like, logical.
However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Akedamia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Akedamia?
Everything.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Akedamia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. Al-Haytham, do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Oh, dang.
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Akedamia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dehya. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
Ooh, Twister in the background.
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Dang, Dehya.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dehya! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dehya! Run!
She's not gonna run, Paimon. The faces.
Stop!
It's moving in slow-mo.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
Sino, are you disappointed? What the heck?
You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dehya! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then Dehya would be missing an arm.
Then I'd just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Ow.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Especially since he's got time to think about it. There is no way of knowing. Oh, did I pass it up? Or is it the file? Oh, okay. I gotta wait a long time then. There goes the sun. Bop, 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 bop.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
What about Al-Haytham?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dehya, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dehya, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you
Oh, there
were
he
quite
is.
reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Whoa, it's very far out there.
The wind knows me.
A wild Gengar has appeared. Ah, how nice.
One with nature.
Nope, Sand stayed there.
wind knows me.
Kind of expecting one of those things to be there, but it wasn't.
One with nature.
Ba 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 ba.
The wind knows me.
Wow, these will come in handy. I'll race you there.
My model's freaking out again. What the heck? Don't appreciate. Dried up oasis or a muddy one.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Hey yo, boyos.
One with nature.
Okay.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Fine.
Man, that thing's so annoying.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Lightning flash.
One with nature.
Indeed, how regretful.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Oh, that's one of those guys. I don't want to deal with you.
You can't run. Light. No one escapes my sights.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, there I go. That's okay. I gotta go meet with the Eremites. Where you going, Sealy? Gotta go all the way back here to reach the Sealy's goal. It's all the way back here. Did it stop?
A reward on the road.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I'll go meet the Eremites.
Huh. They got here before us.
Of course they did.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think?
No.
And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
We gonna fight? Oh. Cutscene fight? Ooh.
Playmate! What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward. Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Grandpa!
Well, that was epic.
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The dendro archon. The present one.
Yeah, no dip.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient.
Obstagoon.
Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now.
Oh, we're getting an update. Dear travelers, Genshin Impact servers will be down for maintenance in about 1 hour. Please plan your game time and progress accordingly. For more details, see the in-game notice.
It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King.
Now this zealot.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They fell,
They
Paimon.
must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
Alithem's like, any opportunity to take advantage of a situation for knowledge.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
So responsible.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Okay, that's the same thing you said. These guys are probably just gonna moan. Yeah. Okay. Time to check the big door out. Hey, I have all of that. Ooh. Temple.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, duh, that's your name.
Do you see another Raman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
What the heck? Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Ah. Wait, what? Bum bum bum. Activate the elevator. That just activates it. It goes up.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Thunderclap! Take this!
The wind knows me.
Judgment!
Into the wind.
Punishment! Take this!
You mushes. Whoa.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
You can't run!
In 50 minutes. Ow.
One with nature. That hurts.
Bellowing thunder! Ha!
The wind knows me.
Let it rain!
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bam, bam. This thing. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understood the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend to the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Or whatever, I just made up by priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deshret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy the privileges of witnessing his sacred presence. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I have to send the elevator back down. Oh, and then okay, no, I messed up the puzzle. Okay. Beep bop 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 beep bop bop bop.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Ow.
Shiver!
One with nature.
Take this! You can't run!
Did I do that correctly or no? Wild Golette. What the?
A sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
Okay, Ramen. Where is this taking me? Okay then. Hey.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
This looks a lot like Ermin's soul, but not quite as big.
Wait. What's that?
A tree.
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are Scarlet King runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Akedamia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Ooh.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
It was sick.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dehya, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
Have you rested enough?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for, but please give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dehya, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
Well, finally some of the Eremites aren't being used.
But he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Indeed, Sino.
We're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ra da da da. Okay. Leave domain. Okay, with the time coming that it's gonna close down anyway. I think this is where I'm gonna call it. Thanks for the follows and chatting with me and hanging out.